In a small African village, surrounded by dense forests and ancient legends, there exists a tale told in whispers around the fire, a tale of a forbidden flower, the black rose. It's said that this rare flower blooms only once every 100 years. But be warned, any who gift the black rose to one they love will find themselves bound by a terrible curse, their love destined to end in sorrow and betrayal. One misty morning, the villagers gathered in the square to hear the stories of old, tales that reminded them of love and loss, of curses and magic. Amina, the storyteller, spoke of the black rose, her voice trembling as she warned them, "Never give the black rose to one you love, or it will be the last love you ever know." Most dismissed it as mere folklore, but one man, Kofi, a humble woodcutter, couldn't shake a strange feeling. His heart beat faster, as if the story held a warning meant just for him. Days later, Kofi was deep in the forest, gathering wood, when he stumbled upon a strange clearing, bathed in an eerie glow. There, standing alone, was a single black rose, its petals gleaming like polished onyx. Mesmerized, he reached out and plucked the flower, feeling a strange warmth pulse through his fingers. Later, he visited his childhood friend, Abeni, a woman whose strength and beauty had captivated him for years. Unable to hold back his feelings, he gave her the rose, thinking it a symbol of his love. Abeni was enchanted by the gift, a rare smile softening her features. For the first time, she looked at Kofi as more than a friend, a deep affection blossoming in her eyes. Little did they know, the curse of the black rose had taken. Kofi and Abeni's love blossomed rapidly. They were inseparable, their passion intense, consuming. Villagers watched with admiration and a hint of unease as the two seemed to finish each other's sentences, laugh at hidden jokes, share dreams of a future together. But as the weeks passed, that love grew too intense. Kofi became restless, unable to let Abeni out of his sight, and Abeni, she began to feel uneasy, haunted by strange, chilling dreams. Night after night, she saw the black rose, and it seemed to whisper to her, telling her of heartbreak and betrayal that lay ahead. Rumors spread through the village. Some whispered that the love was unnatural, fueled by something beyond their control. Kofi felt jealousy creeping in, a dark, possessive force that drove him to question every word, every look that Abeni gave to another. Then one fateful night, Kofi saw Abeni speaking to another man in the village, a traveler named Idris, a harmless conversation, but to Kofi's cursed heart, it felt like a dagger. Blinded by rage, he confronted her, accusing her of betrayal. His words, sharp and cold, cut deep, leaving Abeni devastated. Heartbroken and unable to understand his sudden anger, Abeni fled, clutching the black rose close. She began to sense that the rose itself held a dark power, binding their love in a painful curse. Tormented by guilt, Kofi returned to the forest, where he found an old healer, Mama Zainab. The healer looked at the rose and gasped, recognizing its dark magic immediately. "You have given your beloved a cursed gift," she told Kofi. "The black rose binds hearts in pain. This love will end in ruin unless the curse is broken." The only way, she said, was to return the rose to its resting place, and to let Abeni go, forever. Kofi returned to the village, his heart heavy with regret. He found Abeni, who looked worn and weary, her spirit crushed by confusion and sadness. Holding back tears, he explained everything: the curse, his jealousy, the magic that had poisoned their love. Together, they walked to the forest and placed the rose back in its spot. As they did, they felt the weight of the curse lift, leaving behind an emptiness only they understood. They gazed at each other one last time, knowing that while their love had been real, it had been twisted by a curse beyond their control. And so, with heavy hearts, they parted ways. Back in the village, Amina, the storyteller, ended her tale with a final warning.
The black rose waits hidden in the forest, waiting for the next 100 years to bloom again, ready to test the love of another soul.
And so, the legend of the Black Rose lives on, a reminder of the dangers of desires taken too far, and of the curses we place upon ourselves in pursuit of love.